Hey you guys, it is me Laura and I am here to answer the questions that you guys left for me on my Q&A call for questions new subscriber video thing. So I had basically two main types of questions, and that was baby questions and questions and then I had one question that was specific to YouTubing. So I'll start with the baby questions. The first one is, when is your due date? My due date is December 8th. Of course, we all know babies have a mind of their own. So my guess is baby will be here sometime early December. Probably. Uh, since your condition is more mild this time, do you think you're having a girl? Well, that was posted before I found out, but if you haven't seen it already, you should go to the gender reveal and find out. Typically, I hear most people say that they're sicker with girls. But I don't know. I don't know what plays a role in what and how it all works. I don't know. How do you think that your homeschooling will adjust once number 3 arrives? I am not sure. From what I hear, now this is just from what I hear because I don't have experience yet, but you guys will get to follow me along and see. From what I hear, the newborn stage is not too bad as far as homeschooling is concerned, but once baby starts getting up and moving around, it gets a little bit harder. I am not sure exactly what will change or how it will be different. I'm a kind of person who likes to go with the flow and respond to the needs of my children. So the schedule, the changes that we make, will do my best to meet the needs of each of the kids. And obviously, the more kids you have, the less you're able to do that fully. And so the kids have to give a little bit more too. But we'll see what happens. I expect our school day will probably stretch a little bit more with more breaks, but I don't really know. So we'll have to see what happens there. And I do expect that we probably won't do much school in December at all, if any, because it's going to be crazy with Christmas and a new baby and everything. What do the boys think about the whole adding a baby thing? They're really excited. Both of them are really, really excited. They talk about all the ways that they're going to help and all the things that they're going to do, and they're just really super excited. And Samuel has been begging for, he would love me to have a house full of kids. He would just be through the moon excited. Timothy was a little bit trepidatious at first, but he has definitely warmed up to it and is really excited. I think he might have a little bit harder time adjusting than Samuel, but who knows? You never know when it comes to this stuff. So we'll just have to find out and see. Do y'all have to make any purchases for number 3? Yes, our big purchase that we have to make is a new vehicle because we cannot fit, there's no way we can fit Samuel's booster and 2 car seats in the back seat. It is not happening. So we will have to get a larger vehicle. We're not too thrilled about that because we haven't had this vehicle for even 2 years. Maybe it'll probably be about 2 years that we will have had it. We will be getting rid of that one and just replacing it with a new vehicle. That's our big purchase. Otherwise, I mean, we are starting from scratch because we did not think that we were having more children. So everything we're getting new. So I'm going to need to get a breast pump. We're going to need to get a place for the baby to sleep. We're going to need to get, I mean, babies don't really need a whole lot. My mom already got us a car seat for the baby. So, I mean, it's not too bad. The vehicle's kind of the big one. We're a little bit unsure about that and how we're gonna figure all that out, but we'll get it. We'll figure that out. That's the biggest thing that we've gotta get for this baby. And then I had a few questions that were, I'm looking at the questions, that's why I keep looking over here, that were YouTube specific. And this person says, so I think this was Hannah from Pepper and Pine asked this question. So I recently found this homeschool YouTube channel from years ago, and you had a video on there, and so did Aaron. It was back when Samuel was only a few months old. I had no idea you were such a YouTube veteran. Can you share your YouTube journey? Excuse me. So yes, I have been on YouTube since before Samuel was born. I started vlogging when I was near the end of my pregnancy with him. I don't have all of those videos still. I have privated a lot of my old videos. There's some that are still up for sure, but there's definitely a lot still there. I started watching YouTube when I was very sick with this pregnancy. I spent a lot of time on bed rest, and so I had a lot of boredom, a lot of my brain. When you're sick as I was, it's hard to read and focus on things, so you just need kind of stuff you can do to pass the time. So I watched a lot of YouTube. That's how I got introduced to card making. I learned a lot about cooking, which actually turned out to be really useful because of all of the dietary changes we had to make after Samuel was born. I watched a lot of vlogs. I think at that point I was watching Laura and Layton a lot. She doesn't post very much anymore, but she did. And I watched Candid Mommy a lot then. And Dreamflight 6000 I've watched for a very, very long time. And so Information Mommy, I was watching her. Some of these people are my friends still, and it's really great to have those relationships. Some of the people aren't really vlogging anymore, but those were some of the people that I was watching, and let's see, there's several others, but most of them are not still vlogging. I was watching Jen and Tim 509. I don't know, just a lot. But I decided that it would be fun, so I started vlogging, and obviously my channel is not huge, and you would think after vlogging for nearly 7 years it would grow, but my goal is not necessarily to have a huge channel and to grow this big thing. I'm not trying to make money from YouTube. I just really enjoy the community. I have met some awesome friends here, and my hope is that through YouTube I can be an encouragement to others. That is my main goal with this channel, is just to share parts of my journey and be an encouragement. And as I have grown and our family's grown and situations have changed and grown over time, so has my channel, and there's been times when I've taken fairly significant hiatuses just to spend more time with my family, and there's been times that I've been really cranking out a lot here on YouTube. But really, I just see this as really my group of friends, my community, people that I interact with and get to know. And like I said, I have received so much from watching other people's videos and building relationships and friendships here. And my hope is that I can just give back a little bit and share with others and encourage others as well. But yeah, I don't know that there's really a big, huge journey story. I just kind of have shared things that I'm learning, cloth diapering, cooking, homeschool. Homeschool's been a big one. Education is so important to me, and so I think homeschool is always going to be a big part of my channel. I've shared some of my health journey here, and I think over time I'll just continue to share, and I know homeschool and education will be a big part of it for a very long time. And beyond that, just as I learn more about being a mom and a wife and a homemaker and all the things connected with that, and taking care of my health and the health of my family, just keep sharing. So that's pretty much it, and I hope that answered your questions. If you have any more, please leave them below. I can clarify or whatever needs to happen. But I would love to hear from you guys. What of those of you who have been making YouTube videos, how long have you been making them? And what made you start? And those of you who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, what's holding you back? What's making it hard for you to make that plunge and make that first video? I'd love to hear. I hope that you guys are having a good day. I'll talk to you later.